Hi guys, today we are going to look into something really interesting. So this is a portal our students get after they register with us. Now, one of the most common issues a freelancer face is outreaching to the prospects, outreaching to the clients, finding the clients, right? So getting skill is one aspect of the challenge, and the second is always finding the right clients. And to find the right clients, you never know where are the right clients. You need to find through multiple portals, probably multiple platforms as well, and you need to go ahead and generate a proposal. You need to drop them a message, and after probably signing them up, you need to onboard them. You need to go ahead and practice how you can give them the best experience. You have to probably send the invoice, right? So you have to do multiple bits and pieces where you will have to undertake right from the start of the project till the end of the project. So that looks like a lot of work because you do everything individually. So we have fixed it to some extent by providing a portal for the freelancers, and this is a platform. So everybody, every student, no matter what specialization they're in, no matter what country they're in, do get this particular platform. And if anybody joins this platform, they're gonna find pretty much everything. It is a go-to course or a go-to platform for them because they do have pretty much everything that you can find on the left hand side. But I'm gonna just walk you through this real quick. You're gonna find the quick navigation here, and we have added the right news channels, the news platform on what's happening in the world and why the freelancer should know about it. So it's going to have the remote job nature, it's going to have about freelancing, it's going to have about the updates regards to the market, probably the news, the recent laws, the recent regulations, the recent AI tools, etc. And you can just check it here. So it is for the quick recap. But the best thing about is it's going to fetch every gig from all the other platforms and it is going to bring it out for you. So now when we look at this, so we do have a very clear cut. It's going to aggregate, it's going to take the information and it is going to bring in a very readable format, and it's very simple. They're looking for a Flutter developer and they do have a trust rating of 74. That means we give the trust rate for the gigs so that you can sort of filter it and apply for high trust scores. It is going to have the tips. You can generate a proposal which you can copy and send it to them. It's going to have the clear requirements so you understand what this gig is about. You're going to have multiple gigs. You're going to have it domain wise. You have networking opportunities as well, where you can find very similar people like you who are on a similar path, and you can go ahead and drop them a message or probably network with them. You're going to have a very decent dashboard look here where you can go ahead and understand about the person, and you can go to the post as well, and you can outreach to that person if you want to collab or if you want to get to know him, because you're going to have all the information here. Okay, so one of the most difficult things to do is what to message them, to understand what to message them. So we have fixed that by giving the templates where people can choose a template and people can go ahead and copy paste them. The best thing about this is there are a lot of versions to this. You don't know how to follow up. We do have certain follow up messages and which you can always modify with it. You want to close a project, you have certain closing lines, you have a testimonial request, you have a re-engagement, you have an onboarding, you have referral, you have upsell. So you have all these things, especially the cold outreach, that you can use it for multiple different industries and for multiple different clients. You can use all of the above. You can use multiple cold outreach DMs to the clients, and we have some of it. Of course, these are just samples, but instead of you going to the chat GPT and trying to get some openers, you have these openers. So these are the icebreakers and the freelancing terminologies. You have onboarding kit. Once you onboard someone, what should be the workflow and what experience you need to deliver to the client, because it becomes very important. You do have it here. You do have a rate calculator which is sorted based on the target monthly income. Now, if I want to earn $5,000 and I want to work X amount of hours and I want to take the week offs per year, and you have an experience level and you do have a buffer, this is what you must be charging. So, this is based on the market value based on your available time, based on your available number of hours per week, and it is based on the income that you want to earn. So this is what you must be aiming to get according to your experience. So you're gonna go ahead and charge X amount of income. This is very applicable to the current market. We have invoice generator. We were finding our students going to a different third party providers just to get an invoice done, which was not really that comfortable to them because there were a lot of ads. So we have fixed it. So let's say my name is Patrick and I have to generate the invoice to the client. I am going to go ahead and design it here. So I can have my own whatever description. I can have the date, I can have the due date, I can add whatever I do want it. And I can also go ahead and give the tax. Let's say I want to add 5% tax and I want to add 15% discount, and I need to add whatever, payment due, etc., etc. I can add it. Once I print and save it in the PDF format, I can go ahead and share it to that person. You want to make it more authentic, you can add the stamp, you can add other details, which of course can be editable upon your uh, however you would like to take forward depending upon your nature of the job. You have discovery call questions if you're on a Google Meet and you want to get more information out of him, but you're very new to the process of cold calls or cold meetings. You have it. So let's say you're in AI automation or you're in cybersecurity, you want to generate it. So you can generate it and you get to see all these questions. So all these questions matters a lot, and there is the answer on why it matters. So the more you get answers on these 10 questions, the more likely you're able to map up your expertise, your product or your service to that solution. You're going to easily find out the pain point and you're going to use it till the closing. So these 10 questions becomes very important. I would categorize these as an industry classic or as an industry standard that you need to, it's on a need to ask basis, so you know how to close the client. And the more you know about these 10 questions, the more answers you know, the better chances are you'll be able to give a better like better service or the better answers and map up your expertise to that particular client's pain points, and that is the reason why it matters. Of course, there is a burnout audit. We have experienced freelancers. We have people working with us, people in Stone Circle community who are getting a lot of clients. So these are the questions that we will usually ask them. Let's say I'm going to answer anything randomly here. So if you do ask all these questions, you're gonna get an audit, and you get an audit on your assessment on what you need to do. So turn your best repeat client into retainer this month, and this will sub-stabilize your baseline. All right. So this is what it's in a moderate risk. I'm in a moderate risk, and this is what the assessment is informing me about it. One of the best thing we also got is the client simulator. This is connected to the cloud, and we have different brains here. So Sarah is again the marketing manager. Now you can practice along different simulation. Sarah is telling that we need a full website design. Now, if I tell yes, it's going to have a room to improvise, be honest on what's possible, or promising will destroy the relationship. I'm going to tell yes, and it's going to have good problem solving, be clear. It's a very vague term, right? So what if we cut the scope? What could you deliver in 7 days? Whatever, whatever. We're gonna go ahead and we can go ahead and have a different simulated conversations here. We have skill quizzes. So skill quizzes is again for different multiple, client handling, whatever. We can go ahead and work it out. We have a game. The faster you answer the on-spot answer, the better. So you're gonna have the timer. You're gonna have the live. You're gonna have the score, and you're gonna definitely have whatever you know questions you'd like to take it across, and you have the highest score saved as well. So my best score is 9,955. So this is just for somebody who wants to think on spot, because sometimes clients put you in a very tough negotiation spot, especially if you're dealing with the most experienced professionals. They will put you in a spot where you need to do a rapid thinking, and they'll try to negotiate the way out of it. So this will just give a right standpoint on how to think under pressure. Of course, this is purely for fun, and this is just a dashboard that is on a beta stage that we have given. We're going to add a lot of things. A lot of clients can go ahead and create their own opportunities here. You're going to find out the levels. You're going to have the analytics dashboard. You're going to have a dashboard where you can track your process, track your progress. You can connect every of your platform that you use, WhatsApp, Instagram, and you can go ahead and message them there. So we're going to have a lot of things here. This is just a start of something. This is part of ecosystem. We are building the world's first freelance ecosystem that has everything that a freelancer requires. We do have the training, we do have the client requirements that we're going to get you, we have tie-ups that we can help you work with. So we do have this portal, we do have a portal for the clients where they can hire freelancers. So this is a platform where everything a freelancer requires is present, and everything a client requires to get their job done is present. So we are building a freelancer operating system. We're going to be updating quite a lot regards to this content very soon. I just wanted to show you what we're building because it's been a while since we have introduced this, and I wanted to give you an update. Of course, there is going to be a lot of changes, and this is something that we have deployed recently, but there's going to be a lot of changes on this particular portal. So thank you guys.